Alright, it's not how I wanted my first video to go, but if anybody's gonna start a garden, I know you've seen these gardens that people work on for hours, make them pristine for the cameras. Well, I'll give you the raw side of gardening, the real side of it. So if you ever start a garden of your own, which I hope you do, because everything is so high, they don't show you things like this. Now these are green beans. They're coming to the end of their life, so I will pull these up. So hopefully in the next video you'll see me planting them. Alright, here I seeded these, started them inside, probably about March. These squash plants, they're doing pretty good, somewhat. I mean, they've had their good days and bad days. I mean, most of them wilt. This one wilts a lot during the day because it gets so hot, but the other one doesn't. The same variety, same pack of seeds. I don't know what's wrong with them, why they're doing that. Give water to them. Well, both of them don't wilt. One of them does, this one, the other one doesn't. Don't know why. Then the raw side of it, the tomatoes. Yeah. Storm come through and just didn't kill them, but you can see the cages on them. They fell over. That's rough. And of course the bell peppers. I mean, they're doing their thing. I mean, I can't say much about it. It's just a bad year for gardening, for me anyway. I have a fruit worm that keeps on drilling into my tomatoes. There's one right there. The tomato is attacked. If you ever see this, that's pretty nasty. It's just a bad year. I can't stop it. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But anybody can garden. We're all being held hostage to 3 times higher than it should be. Prices at the grocery store. Now, will this feed your family? It depends on what your family eats and how big they are. I have 2 raised bed gardens. Anybody can garden in the ground or raised bed. Raised bed's easier. I have had years where I'd put it in the ground, but this area has so much red clay. If you live in the southeast, you know what I'm talking about. This red clay is just murderous to plants. It just, when it rains, it just clumps together and packs tight around the roots and just chokes them out, and they die. Tomatoes ain't no bigger than this right here, and they're starting to turn orange, and it's ridiculous. So I decided to do raised bed. It's a lot easier, less hassle. This year is just wet, being miserable. It's hard on the plants. I mean, but look, folks, if I can do it with this mess, anybody can do it. You save yourself lots of money and headache. You go to the grocery store, you buy a tomato. It's red on the outside when you cut it open. It's green on the inside. It's because they pick it when it's green to ship it to market. And they wait for it to get like that, and then they pick it off and send it. Of course, I do have Romas. As you can see, teardrop. You can make your own sauce out of it. I mean, it's lots of money-saving stuff you can do. It just depends on how much you want to do and how far you want to go. Well, I work. I have kids. I have a wife. I've got a house to take care of. But so do my parents. My dad worked anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week or more. My mom worked about 40 to 48 hours a week, and they still came home and took care of a garden. So my grandparents. I mean, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy getting it started. But after these plants start growing, you know, all you got to do is come out here and harvest it. Make sure you don't have a whole bunch of crap happening to it like this. Or like spots on the leaves. I've already sprayed it with neem oil, trying to kill whatever fungus is going after it. The fruit worms, I'm going to have to do research on that, because I have not been able to stop it. Neem oil just don't seem to bother it. And if you're asking what neem oil is it has the same properties as a cedar tree. It's a pesticide, fungicide in one. Doesn't matter what brand you get, it's just as long as you get it and spray it on your plants. Now, powdery mildew, yeah, I need to treat it again, because it looks like I got a little bit right here starting. That junk will kill your plant. It just looks like fine baby powder. That's another example right there. It has been treated. It will be treated again, trying to stop it. Yeah. So once it takes hold, it'll kill every leaf on your plant. Bugs help spread it. The wetness, as this year has been, is just, it's killing things. I mean, it's just hard on the plants, but I'll power through it. This plant, there's two different plants, you know, squash plants. Come the same seeds, same pack. This one right here, it seems to be a little, I don't know. Seems to be having a hard time. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't claim to be a master gardener. I do know a little bit about gardening. I've been gardening with my grandparents and my parents ever since I can remember. So I know a little bit about it. And I'll be back with tips and how to go about doing things. I don't know about the fruit worm. I'm gonna have to do research on that. At least the bell peppers are doing good. They're leaning. Don't know why. I've healed them several times. They're Big Berthas. And I have pulled most of the big peppers off. As you can see, they're not the short dumpy ones. They're the long ones. I mean, they put them out. 7 inches long. You know, it's not much to say, you know. Everybody has their own excuse about gardening. It really doesn't take up a whole bunch of your time. After you plant the plants, you come out every day, you check on them. You weed what little bit may be in there. And you're going about your day. You may have to harvest. I mean, that's just part of it. Of course, everybody wants a harvest, right? But all in all, I mean, after you get the garden set up, the kit, and fill it full of dirt, and put the plants in it, there ain't much more left. I mean, every so often you'll have to pull grass out, maybe like that, or a weed. Right? And just toss it off. I mean, it's not that hard. You know how many times I've done that this year? I could count on 2 hands, not even 10 times. Most of them have been volunteer tomato plants from last year, because I had cherry tomatoes and, well, it was just too many to harvest. Anytime you find a problem like this, there's more. That's another fruit worm. I just can't seem to get rid of them. I don't understand, but I will do research, like I said. And I'll kill these things. I'll prevail. It's one of the things you gotta do when you have a garden. You've got to research things. You've got to take tips and tricks from old people that had gardens, and you just gotta prevail. I mean, you know, it's the way things go. A cilantro plant I'm gonna have to pull up because I've let it bloom. That was stupid. I pulled them off many times, but they keep on doing it, so I'm just going to have to pull the plant up and replant it. But that's all part of it, you know. So I'll be back. More tips, more tricks, money saving ideas. Tell you a little bit about the raised beds that I have. Hopefully you'll find it informative. I mean, this is July. I know it's a little late in the season, everything's established, but, you know, that's just the way things go right now. I've had a busy summer, and it's only gotten busier, so that's why I say if anybody can grow a garden, especially if I do it, anybody can do it. I mean, you know, it's not going to be perfect. And yes, some of the snaps are still blooming, but they've come at the end of their life cycle. So it's time to pull them up, get rid of them. But like I said, this is the raw side of gardening. This is what you don't see. People plant gardens and say, "Oh, I can do that." But they don't realize how many hours goes into having these pristine gardens that everything is green and beautiful and big lush stuff they're pulling off, and you know, nobody's got time for all that. You plant the plant, you let them grow, you weed here and there. Trust me, you pulling stuff off like that. I mean, and yes, I'm gonna drop it back down there because they're at the end of their life cycle. I know this. I've got to pull them up. So harvesting anything else is just out of the question. So if you want to stay tuned and you like what you saw, I know it's just me rambling, showing my awful garden this year. But stick around. Subscribe, comment, like the video. Let me know you want to see more. Later.